The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movements start from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast. Yeah, man. I need one more song on my EP real quick. Walk in.
Hold on, matter of fact, let me download that Kid Cudi in 21. So
Can you play it for us?
Yeah, I'm hooked up to the Bluetooth. I'm gonna see if it worked.
And it pumps to the
Yeah, let me get off of
Nice.
this. Which one y'all want? 21 or y'all want?
whatever. You just I mean,
Kid Cudi.
it don't matter to me.
I'm gonna find some 21.
We already in it. Might as well listen to it.
Get a little.
I like blind reaction to music.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes
Let me see if this works.
you could be people are a little too. They'll hear it and be like, "Oh, I'm about to react." So I stream and shit. So like I be like reacting to some shit.
Yeah.
And
My dreams
sometimes
have always gone
it's not a
beyond
good,
the crossing of a
it's
pond.
kind of fake. I don't like fake shit.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
As a mother,
This
every
the opening.
path
This
I
the track?
walked
This the
was
opening
for my
yeah,
son.
the intro.
This is Mama.
Mhm.
Challenges were a part of the journey.
You know they from
21?
And what I wanted,
Yeah.
So that's why he
Was an
called the album
afterthought.
American Dream, because everybody.
the
called it
idea
American
of providing him proper chances.
Okay, I'm officially an old head. I can say that now. You wanna know why?
Yeah. Why is that?
Because the musical arrangement
Yeah, yeah.
captivated me.
Yeah.
And then his lyrics are second.
Yeah.
It's a
But-
vibe.
That's good. I don't think that's a bad thing. You need to on the intro.
Yeah. I'm about to say that.
Intro tracks are coming back.
Yeah.
And they're not even tracks.
Did they leave?
Yeah, if people were just throwing together albums. Sequencing is back, bro.
I was about to
Yeah.
say
Like,
sequence.
I think albums they're caring about albums more. The more we went to the algorithm game,
Yeah.
and now they're caring about album and sequencing and where to place what and how to get people to listen to the whole thing. Because your goal should be to have all your songs stream and chart.
Facts.
So it's no different than sales. And that's what
Right.
we tried. We thought we were going to move away from, we're going to do singles.
Yeah.
Like, fam, we want to hear, if you're putting out a body of work, now you want to hear a body of work. How do you keep to get them here and bring them in? So the
Right.
intro is now back important and they're realizing it. And there's some cold ass intros out here. That's a whole nother episode where I'm like, I'm going to show y'all some.
Top 5 intros.
Listen, it's just the musical intro. I love, remember when we talked about Nicki?
Oh,
You
yeah.
ain't- Yeah, Nicki's
No,
intro.
I wasn't here.
You wasn't here. I was
But
with them.
You talking
all.
about with Pink Print?
Yeah,
The recent one?
This recent one.
Oh,
The
yeah,
intro is
fire.
beautiful.
The whole project, storytelling.
The intro is
Amazing.
beautiful.
I feel like sequencing didn't go nowhere, but the people I listen to, they like Kendrick.
It don't go nowhere. But
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
in mainstream,
Yeah.
it was a
Well,
that's
Kendrick
a
main-
bunch of stuff.
Kendrick mainstream.
Okay, Cole.
Cole's mainstream.
Yeah, but
They're not they are in the mainstream, but I mean they're not a
Partially
mainstream
commercial.
artist.
Yeah.
They're not
They're
necessarily
not a Coca-Cola artist.
they're not an algorithmic.
Yeah.
no,
musician.
I was gonna be like they're not a shopping music. But we'll get to that. Not shopping music.
But is that a bad thing too, though? Like
No,
shopping music?
Nothing is bad. We'll get to
yeah,
it.
okay,
Nothing
yeah,
is
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
It just is. And just know where you sit.
Know your
Know what lunch table you at. You know what lunch table you at,
Oh,
big
man.
dog. Oh man, let's get to it, man. Welcome to the Streets A&R Podcast. It's your host, getEJIKEwithit.
And it's your girl CLB.
And we got the homie sitting in with us, man. This is not an interview. I just told him, like, hey, bro, you ain't checked out the studio yet.
Yeah, that's
He's
definitely
like-
not an interview.
Yeah, he was like, oh shit, I'm pulling up. Let's go.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
pulled up, man. Got my guy Ed, man. Ed Saunsoci, man, in the building. I said it wrong, huh?
Yeah, it's all good.
I always do. I always
Saunsoci.
Saunsoci. I put a knee and not a C.
Yeah,
Saunsoci.
But
My
I
bad.
mean, it's French. It's French. So I mean, look, you got me about to put an N in it. I mean, there is an N, but like it's
Saunsoci.
Saunsoci.
Yep.
It means one with less worries, and so
Oh, that's fire.
I know. So people are like, oh, it's like Hakuna Matata. It kind of is, but like, you know, it's just
That's crazy.
yeah.
You don't know what my last name means? GK?
I think you wait, no. I think you told me on the
might've.
last pod.
I
on
might
my
have.
shit.
They don't know though. I was
Wow.
telling. I was like, it in loose translation means things come to you easy.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you told me that. Yeah.
Wow, magical.
And my middle name means Swift.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it? What's your
I
name?
ain't getting all that. It took me to about the 5th grade to learn how to spell that bitch. And it's not even a lot of letters. I'm like, why y'all pronouncing this like it's Okezie? And it sounds like a R, but it's not. It's Okezie. but it sounds like Okezi. And it sounds like an R when you speaking in dialect, but it just means swift. So swift and things come to me easy.
Oh, that's fine.
So
That's
quick
beautiful.
learner.
That's why you be churning out them ideas, boy.
Man, I be tripping. I need to go work for a damn Coca-Cola or some shit like
For
that.
you. It's meant for you. I ain't got nothing for y'all. I got plantation slave names. So.
What that mean? See, the master was on your neck. That's what
Yeah,
that
but
mean.
my name is French. That's bad too.
Was somebody on?
Yeah,
Was the French on people too?
Well,
Yeah, but you a little different story.
yeah. Lewis and Clark came through. Brother got sick. He stayed back. He got healthy. He married an indigenous woman. I'm Native American and black, and so that's my indigenous side. That's how I got the name. So there's a lot of Saunsocis that are indigenous, and only in in America, but in France, there's like castles named after us.
Oh, wow.
Or that's named same last name, but they ain't our shit though. So.
I feel you.
Got
Feel
you.
you on that. I got Blackstone District, but shit.
Right. That's yours. We taking over 2024. We taking it back. Man, we out here, man. We blessed to be here in 2024, man. First recording in 2024. We feeling good. Yeah, the last one was before then. We recorded it before then. So to end the year for the wrap up. Me and Demo, yep.
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah. There was one after.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping.
Cat Williams.
Like we just didn't have one.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I'm
I was
listening.
like,
Shit running together already. It's the top of the year. I just got off a work meeting, y'all. So forgive me. I got a real job, and they stressing your boy. But yeah, I'm tripping. Like we just didn't
all
have
good.
cats out the bag. You know what I'm saying? But that was a good time.
That
a
was
good time.
That was a great
But yeah, man, I'm glad to be here, man. One thing I did want to make sure we focus on this year, is that we love the content. We love the things happening in the waves of the enters of the net. But our ground here is ground. We grounded in music
Yes.
and culture. That is our groundwork. And today I just wanted to talk about a little bit, starting it off on the music tip, because we did get some music from some people that you typically don't hear from in the first quarter,
Right.
the first week in the 2 weeks in a year. Kind of just like, you know what? I'm gonna do it how I'm gonna do it. Screw y'all. Here you go. Let's get to it. So just on the music tip today, I was pleasantly surprised. We got a couple projects out this past week. 21 Savage, 21.
20. Dang.
And my guy Kid Cudi. And y'all listen to the project?
No.
No.
But I did listen to the 21 track just now. And that shit fire.
That's fire. Let's start with 21, because I'm gonna take Cudi somewhere else. But I'm gonna just say with 21. His album is good. And that's a lot coming from me, because I'm gonna be real. There was one point in time where I was like, this nigga 21 Savage is ass.
Hey,
Why
I
is he
agree.
here?
I
I'm like,
agree.
this is stupid.
What point was that when you said that?
That was
Was it like a trajectory that
It was
you
a
said
while
this?
ago for
It
me.
was
I agree.
Okay.
I'm like, yo, he really just talking about drumming shit.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
shit is just
It was
getting on my
repetitive.
nerves. It was
No growth.
it was bad, and it's to me, and I'm just being honest. And I was like, what is this? And then you start to see some growth and some shift. And
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of think some of that shift came after Cole assembled all the warriors.
Boom. I was about to say once a lot dropped, I was like, I see you 21. And then her loss, once that came with Drake, I was like, you kind of spit hot fire like Dylan
Yeah.
and Dylan.
It was watching that when Cole sent out them golden tickets. And I think having that many minds,
Yeah.
musical talents, geniuses in one confined space, and him being able to now talk and reach out to people he probably hadn't even met yet, some of them, but he wanted to get them in the room and talk to them and build these relationships.
Right.
And to where you can clearly see that these things fostered after that initial thing. I believe that did wonders for just opening up his mind on not just music, but life, and just you starting to hear a difference. Like he's still gonna keep his core.
Right.
Yeah.
I still pop your ass.
Right.
Right.
Been the block twice.
But even with the track I just played, y'all, there's more substance. There's more
yeah.
in it. There's more attention to the style of introduction and music
Yeah.
to captivate you. There's more musicality in this now.
Yeah.
There's a playfulness, not playfulness. There's more variations of how you use your voice, the cadence, the everything. You can just hear it, right?
Yeah.
It's pure growth.
And I think it's safe to say too, like just considering where he's from, if we look at the hip hop diaspora, like he's in a safe position now to kind of like intertwine his roots overseas into his art right now, and that's gonna be a really good look for him. Because the song that you just played, like musical arrangement was phenomenal.
It's on point, man. And I just think we're gonna be entering that. I think 24, it's Kobe year. Everybody gonna be shooting. Everybody who's been in the gym is shooting.
Yeah.
And that's in all facets.
I think too, when you were saying that specifically about the like Cole challenging, to me, I feel like people get their pen challenged when they in the same, not because they're not in the same bracket, but like on the track, somebody's like, yo, he killed you on that shit. And then he's like, yo, you know what? Like, I've seen that happen. Even remember when Soulja Boy, he started trying to write like nicer. And then even Jeezy said it. I think he said something to that too. Because we hear certain artists and they have a certain like style. They have a certain like, you hitting your cadence and that's it. But then when they on a track with someone who like challenges them in a honorable way,
right?
Then they like, yo, you know what? They calling me higher, and so it don't feel like they calling them out. They getting called higher. So I feel like 21 definitely answered that call.
Facts.
For sure. And it's crazy because they do it in such a way that it's not malicious. It's just gonna see if you about what you say you about.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, that's what we doing on the track. Well, let me rap in your cadence, but let me show you. Let me show you really how to bounce on this beat, right? But that's just what happens. So then you be like, okay. Then you might even ask questions. And from what I know, people like 21 have started to absorb the game.
Yeah, student.
Talk like a student. Like, I know he's an R&B head for real, but it's just like a student of the music and becomes, and it just amplifies once you get somebody who's also, is safe, they willing to teach.
Right.
Without reprimanding, without showing you up, without doing nothing. It's just genuine. So now you're able to grow and get to where you were supposed to be getting to anyways. So I appreciate, but I'm not gonna lie, this album.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
It's a good album. It's a good album.
That intro, like those are like, remember how in Best Buy and shit, you go and put the headphones.
Oh yes.
Push the album button.
Yeah.
You kind of listen. They have like a few little tracks. I mean, I'm probably dating myself.
Little
and shit.
snippets. Nah, I'm with you.
But that here now, I was like, okay, because I got my catalog that I listen to, and every now and then something will slip in. But I mean, this sound like it could pause. This sound like this could be something I could add to that.
Yeah. I think, and we was talking about this off camera before, the like intros are back. I think sequencing is back. And I know you was like, it never left, but I'm like, for mainstream it did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I think the intro we're treating it, I guess, in the actual introduction to whatever you about to put out now. So, and the intros lately, a lot of them have been fire. I love he's staying in Atlanta. Sunny Digital, his last album, that intro is musically is crazy. His intro, I'm like, I got the choir singing. R&B artist Jameson did that with the choir. They come on, Love Me, and you hear them harmonize. I'm like, oh, it's gonna draw you in musically and sonically. So
artists is treating their music like art.
Again,
as they should. Storytelling.
Art is sales, bro.
Yeah.
You can't chase a machine. Machine works for a while, but it has to change and keep up. See, the machine is responsive. It's not innovative.
And I mean, we're hungry for it because as we talk about all the time, like social media and music that's used on social media, you got so many of these bubblegum artists trying to create music for 7 to 30 second videos, and it's like after the hook, like you're not captivated anymore. So it's just like we need to get back to the original art where we can sit and listen to LPs or EPs all the way through.
And it does your numbers better. I don't understand why they thought you could just have some couple hot tracks and throw some ass on a record and think it was cool, chasing something.
I feel like a lot of that did come when people could see numbers, like when shit went stat wise, like because NBA like that, NFL like that, it's copycat league, and all of them shits. Everybody started doing what everybody doing, and then that started happening with, and this ain't to like paint a broad stroke on it, but like when white America likes something, they're like, oh, like we got all these white kids listening.
Yeah.
How do we amplify that even more? And so like, look, yo, I know you doing this. I need you to sing like this. So you see what they doing?
Mm-hmm.
And so
Right.
I feel like that like algorithmic like behavior, it became like a it just became like out of osmosis. A lot of artists started doing that shit because it was working for artists that they were better than.
It was money to be
Yeah.
made off of it.
Facts. And I mean, it to piggyback off what you said, Eddie, if we talking stats, like
Right.
white males are the highest consumers
Mhm.
when it comes to hip hop. Now, we're not gonna say listening wise, you know what I mean? But like in terms of making purchases, buying tickets to all these shows to where these artists are making money, like yeah, they gonna go along the lines of what's gonna make money.
So the big man said, "Where the money reside, where the money reside." That's where we that's where we
Come on,
going.
shake that ass.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but in all honesty, I appreciate us getting back to the art because art is undefeated. And
Yeah.
so you have to be an
Undeniable.
artist. It's undeniable because if you become a part of machines, they're just gonna turn another one out.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So you got a shorter shelf life if we don't know how to separate you from the field in whatever way. We need to know this is you, so we know to support you and not just somebody coming up auto-tune, singing, rapping.
But that's why like the
Bars.
bigger, I wouldn't say bigger, but older artists who are artists like Joe Budden. I know that's like his name is like hot topic.
Man, pump
everything.
it up. Man, I don't care.
But his biggest song ain't even his best song.
Right.
Like his best body of works is they ain't even mastered. Like his shit is like just thrown up on some shit. But like him, he was fighting for a whole bunch of different causes. Now that he if he decided to rap, he would reap all the benefits of it because of what he stands for. And like I'm not saying Kendrick and Cole and them looked at his fight and everything, but I think as a whole, rappers who are actually MCs and who are artists, they kind of like, you know what, the shit that is cool to y'all, like it's cool to me. But then a lot of times, like I don't mean call names out, but like Lil Pump shit, like that shit is like it's corny, but it's catchy. Like
Right.
I catch myself saying some bullshit. I'm like, why the fuck am I singing this song? But it's catchy and like, but so when people's like, oh, it's catchy, it's getting a lot of plays. So when they hear that, it starts this trend. And then, but when I want to sit down, I want to listen to like Kendrick's Keisha song. That song touched me like back in the day. Like I got little sisters and shit. But like shit like that to me, it's like, dang, it puts me. It's a time travel type of thing. So artists like Joe Budden to me, like when he was doing like Ordinary Love shit, I'm just like, damn, like this motherfucker is like sharing his heart, real life happening. And then you can see it on the blogs and shit. But like that type of connection with the art and like when real life and shit, that shit is powerful to me.
Yeah.
It's the power of introspection, but a lot of us don't. We now only use music to not think versus to think, to not connect.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I want something in the background. I want something just to play. I want something that's gonna make me,
It's noise.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You
Don't
know, hit my
background me.
endorphins and like, no, give me something real.
So you like Drake? Don't Drake?
I have parts of Drake.
Yeah.
Parts of Drake. I could tell you Drake albums that I've completely skipped. Certified Lover Boy, I don't know.
That was with the babies.
Yes, that was
Okay.
one with the emoji babies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody started doing emoji stuff.
I would probably say part of, like when Views came out, I fucked with part of it. And I want to say probably after Views is when I started kind of falling off Drake a little bit. Like there's some stuff that he done came out with and I'm like, okay, cool. Like Her Loss, I loved it. But then this last album For the Dogs, no.
Yeah.
But
I would
Cole,
agree. Cole is consistent though. That's the one. Cole and Kendrick to me is like too consistent to be critiqued. But obviously we could critique them.
yeah.
But that shit is like Nas type for me.
Yeah.
Nas my favorite rapper ever. I'll pit Nas against anybody. If you want to go bar for bar, I'll pull a song out my ass to like go bar for bar with it.
I feel you now.
But J. Cole and Kendrick, obviously they the top. But they just
Yes,
Now there was a time where I did pick Cole apart, just a little bit.
I think everybody did, and we know that.
was it Sideline Story?
No,
that's later.
this was KOD.
It was his,
Oh, okay,
his
okay.
KOD, them the couple albums.
Yeah,
Forest Hills Drive, some people will say is kind of a
No.
What? Really?
That 21 intro just gave me January 28th.
It
vibes.
did.
All right.
Well, no, hold on. But hold up. I mean, I
There was a lull. People said Cole didn't make great music. Period.
Really?
I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all know that everybody say Cole didn't make great.
Forest Hills.
Cole didn't make great music.
But
Right?
Forest Hills is probably like one of his like. Nah, okay. Well,
I'm just
collectively, for people who not listeners like that, they say Forest Hills Drive is his best album.
The last great project,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Oh, what?
I have to think. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to think.
Yeah,
We're gonna
I'm
see.
thinking now.
I'm gonna do that. We're gonna do another take on that. We're gonna rate Kendrick and Cole's albums another day.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. That's a whole
yes.
nother. Yeah, damn.
Please.
Yeah, we're gonna get in there.
Cole
that's-
conversation.
Yo, you
tough.
put I wait on albums when they come out. I don't like the hype because people are like, oh, it's classic. Da-da-da. You was like, yo, you hear that new Kendrick? It was when we was at the bar. You guys were having the poetry joint,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
you was playing the one song where they was arguing and shit.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, and I'm listening to it because it's like it's there's a connection there, and I'm like, all right, I gotta listen because I had put it off. I was like, I'm not listening, but I went back. I'll be count me out. That shit's so fire.
No, it's
Yeah.
if you ask me, there's maybe like one real dud track, and it's not even a dud. But there's one dud. It's too much packed into
Yeah.
it. It's like that's
It's
a
so
listener.
good.
That's a listener's album. If you
Yeah.
listen, it's. You know, we played the clip about the guy that was breaking down the different albums and how
Oh,
they
yeah,
actually
yeah.
play out as media.
Right.
And he said when he got to that album, he said it's clearly it's a theater play.
Yep.
So you have Act 1, Act 2,
Right.
and different stuff. And Damn was a magazine based on the font and how to. But yeah, so that's a different. We're gonna dive into that later.
That's another nerd. A
But
nerd
yeah,
dive.
nerd dive. But speaking of 21 and growth, there was another album that came out,
Okay.
and it was Kid Cudi.
I ain't listened yet.
Y'all gonna have. I'm gonna say listen to it. It's a long.
I'm gonna check it out.
It's a longer album. I think it's about 21 tracks, about an hour and some change total.
Well, I listened to Andre 3000's flute like 3 times, so I could.
All the way through.
Soothing.
Yeah.
That shit is soothing.
But
First-
it
I
was
haven't
one
even heard it,
point.
bro.
it's soothing.
It was one song that was like, "What the fuck was you smoking when you did this?" It was some weird energy on it, so I had to skip
We gonna
it.
ask him when we see him.
It's like Python pussy in the jungle. Or
Yeah,
something, like
He was-
something close.
Well, that's the name of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, he got some wild titles. We got to.
Okay.
We gonna have to.
So-
listen.
Oh, it's something like that.
But Cudi, man, okay. I listened to Cudi. I listened to it all the way through. Cudi, as we know, Cudi got a lot of kids in the game, right? He fathered a lot of the sound that followed. And with this album, I was listening to it. And I'm listening to him. One thing that I appreciate about Cudi is not really just his beats, but his ability to challenge what the status quo is as far as the beat selection and the lyrics that he would actually say, the things he talked about. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. This album is about 80% of him kind of braggadocious. I got money. I don't give a shit what y'all
Really?
got to say. And
Really?
I think this has come to the point, and it's DJ drama. It's
Oh,
a drama.
okay.
It's a drama tape. So he's on the tape. So it's 2 things. One, it's all about him saying, "Fuck it, I got money. I'm up. What's up?" And talking about girls and I got money. And the second part is every song got but I think one song don't got no thump, no bass to it, right? That's not like Cudi. Every song, this tape, honestly, would probably put on a great concert, but this tape is him. It sounds like he tapped into what all the people who followed him is doing.
Gotcha.
It's so the people who idolize him, they tried to tailor their sound a certain way. This sounds like him rapping on that shit and rapping how they rap. And I was like, you ain't telling me nothing no more, Cudi. You ain't telling me.
Oh, interesting.
2 of my favorite songs come off I think Man in the Moon 2.
Okay.
Revolution and Ghost. And those 2 songs those are very, very introspective songs. Revolution is very like a chant almost, but Ghost is very introspective. And that's one of my favorite songs on there about feeling like you're not seen, even for when you're doing the shit that you're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to get to this, and to watch him over the last few years, and him take all his criticism, I think it's kind of got to him to where he wanted to just produce like some bops that are still in his lane, but they're not him. They're like the people who came after him. That's what it sounds like.
Oh.
And he got Travis on there a couple times, who clearly is one of his one of his kids. You know what I'm saying? Sonically, it's one of his kids. He's all on his Cudi tree, you know, Travis Scott. But I'm like, you didn't even go get some of the other people on your tree.
Let's actually name who you think's on his tree.
Unfortunately, a lot of them actually passed away. Juice WRLD was on his tree.
Yeah.
XXX is on his tree. He got a song with XXX, which I think is a redo from a song that was on X's project. There's a cat called Alex Wiley who out of Chicago area. He's been on that. He's on his tree. And then one for me that's on his tree that's popping that was just in the book of Clarence is St. John. And why did you go get St. John and put him on the track? Because St. John would have smoked some. This is his. That's his bag of
so he
kind of Cudi-ish with some bass.
Yeah.
That is St. John's. And I'm like, you didn't even go collect the people from your tree to really do this. It's like I'm trying. We're gonna talk about relevancy. It's like it sounds like I'm trying to tell y'all I'm relevant. I can do this. I've created this. I can do this like them. But they've adopted it from you.
So the production ain't even like
production. It's not that it's not bad production. It's hidden, but it sounds young. It don't sound like the innovator of Cudi is what I'm saying. It's not him.
So okay,
it don't sound like him, and it's hard to explain. Is you would have to listen to it.
I need to listen to it because I'm trying to take what you're saying, and I'm trying to hear if you hating. I don't think you hate. I think you're like observing it, but it sounds like you don't like it.
I don't not like it. I'm saying it is not bad music. I didn't like Drake's album. I was very clear on not Drake.
Oh yeah,
I was 100%. Shit. This is not a bad. I like the music. This shit is gonna thump at a concert. You ever just listen to something and just feel like it's missing its soul a little bit? It's missing the thing. It's missing it. It don't mean it's bad. It's just missing that thing, and that's what I hear from this.
Oh shit! You said he
so
put
it's like-
Travis on there, so
It's lackluster to you then. So you like it? It's just that it's like I could have did more.
the expectations were high.
It's not even. I didn't know it was coming out. I had nothing. I was like, oh shit, it's out.
But you could still have
Yeah,
expectations.
I know what Cudi brings to the game. I know what
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in Ohio with niggas who went to school with him from Shaker Heights in Cleveland when he was dropping tapes. I'm here. We rocking. I know what he does and who he is as far as his mind, as far as innovation.
Sound like you let down though.
It's not. I don't have really a lot of feelings to it. It's just like if it don't matter who it is. If I feel like that ain't them, that ain't them. I'm like this ain't.
What if
all
it's
the
a new
way.
version?
It could be.
Do you like it?
It's cool. I'm gonna keep playing it. Like there's first of all, I got a lot of tracks I can swing in the DJ set. I'm gonna be real. I'm telling you, it got.
I mean,
pumps.
like if this, like he said, if this was like a new phase of Cudi, like
I'm gonna wait for the next
So
one.
is it braggadocious?
It's a lot. This is heavy braggadocious, like, and that's why it almost is too much of it. And I'm like, who are you trying to convince? That's how I feel about it.
I feel you because
it's-
if Cole was trying to be braggadocious, I'd be like,
You be like, who you trying to? You be like, okay,
Who?
what is Cole?
Cole.
Like, who you trying to? It's like I really need y'all to just, if you get an hour out today, just start listening to him. Like, why he talking about it again? Who you trying to convince?
Yeah.
Like, fam, you are him, and there's been a lot of scrutiny over the last couple years of Cudi, a lot, and I feel like, and it sound like he took it to heart, and it sound like. He went and got drama on a Cudi tape.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Right? But then when you hear it, I'm like, this sound more like a drama lane, but it sounds something. He got Travis Scott on there a couple times, A$AP Rocky on there, XXX on there. He got Lil Wayne on there. He got people, but I'm like, I want to hear like him. It's not bad music. It's actually pretty good music. I'm just saying there's just something missing, like.
I can't wait to hear it because now, as
now
you
you
elaborate,
got-
I feel like he's on his Kanye twist.
Yeah.
Like, let me remind y'all who the fuck I am, real quick.
Possibly.
Like Pablo, I remember some of those things. The way you saying it sound like I used to be, or I made that bitch famous. the way you saying it sound like I'm gonna hear something like that.
Yeah, just when we end, I'm gonna play out just a couple. I'm gonna find a couple, and I'm like, it's not. I'm trying to tell you, like, young guy, you might love this shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. It got some thumps. Like, he got some thumps.
I only like one Kid Cudi.
Listen, this one got some. I'm young guy. I promise
Like
you.
Kid Cudi, one Kid
In
Cudi
general?
said he gonna ever.
He young, yo.
Oh,
He young. Which
I
one?
like Higher, so I'm with you on that.
Higher. That's dope. But I'm telling you, this got some thumbs, young guy. I'm telling you, it got some thumbs. I'm just saying. But
he a DJ? You DJ?
He production. He producer. He do all.
Oh,
that
so you
stuff.
make beats?
Yeah.
Ah.
They got some.
So he got a
Yeah,
certain
engineer.
ear to it. He like,
Yeah,
it's all right.
But you know, and part of me want to talk about Cudi is not just because he dropped, and is I really like. We've been hearing a lot about relevancy lately in the news, and I want to hear what y'all think also about even artists like Cudi. Like, are you relevant? They be like, are you relevant? If somebody would ask you that, like, even though you fathered the
Right.
sound in certain parts of the sound. And we have the incident. I'm gonna call it the incident. The interview with Mos Def talking about Drake, right? And said, you know, he smiling. He he makes good, shopping music, like shopping music with an edge.
I mean,
That's crazy.
I
'Cause
mean,
he's saying he's pop, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He's saying he's pop. And honestly, I don't know why we think that's such a detriment. I don't even think he thinks it's detriment. People take that so offensively as if pop is not short for pop culture.
And
Yes.
pop is short for popular.
Popular.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But when you use it in a certain context, you can be like throwing shade at it though, in which he was.
is he
You
throwing
think
shade?
so?
Why do you think he's throwing
Okay,
shade?
I'll
Like,
say
these
this.
terms get on my nerves.
Okay.
How is he throwing shade or
All
making
right.
his observation?
Let me elaborate.
Go.
Mos Def is an MC, right?
Mhm.
I think him having a conversation with whoever is having a conversation with, and they bring in Drake up to him. Drake's not an MC, right? Drake's he can MC, but he's an artist. Like, he does a lot of things. To me, I think that he probably is a little not frustrated by any means, but just like, Drake. Like, the way, to me, when I heard it like, all right, you want something out of me. I'm not saying he did this consciously, but subconsciously he just kind of like, that's like shopping music. Like, it is. And then I do think that he
that's so funny.
I do think that he's
You can call me on my cell phone.
Yeah,
that is shopping music.
I
But it's
agree.
dope. And I blend it with
I
Erykah
agree. I
Badu's
agree.
version all the time.
it's definitely it's popular music, it's pop music, but I do think Mos Def was sending a little bit of like, he was like, yes, it's shopping
He
music.
said it as diplomatically as he could say it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say because I know what we all right.
He could have said.
He could have
worse.
said
Yeah.
But
Uh,
I think it's just a collision of two different eras of music.
Yeah, it
Like you
is.
said, he's an MC, like
mhm,
one of the godfathers of like
mhm.
hip hop. Like, you can't. There's no comparison on that. But I mean, shit, he's right. Think of a few Drake songs in your head right now. You feel like you shopping at H&M.
Mhm.
But yeah, and people do put Drake in a like an untouchable category, and unfortunately, he put himself in the pop, like it's not K-pop obviously, but like in the white pop space, and so for him to catch strays or whatever, like it comes with the territory, like
Yeah.
it happens.
I mean, this is about marketing. This is about money. This is
Yes.
business. So I'm like, I'm not nobody, and I don't think he's even shaming him for it. But like, you're talking to kind of like a purist.
Right.
Why are you bringing him up in our conversation right now?
But that's why I think he
Yeah.
was like talking shit a little bit.
Yeah, but like he's not this, bro. He's not. Drake ain't this, which is fine, but don't like. All right, bro. He's shopping with an edge.
But what's crazy is
Not
Drake,
even hot topic edge though. That's rock.
Yeah, right. Drake could be that though. Drake can be a bar for bar demon. Like he could
can.
do that. But he liked to sing. He liked to
I don't
carry accents from other cultures every
I
now
don't
and
think
then.
most was brother Yasiin was saying he can't. He's saying
Right.
what is.
Right.
Not what
Yeah.
could, not possibility, not what should. Just
I
what
mean,
is.
but if we keeping it a buck too, if Drake did try to go that route of being a full MC, the climb would have taken much longer. He wouldn't have reached the pinnacle that he's at now.
That's a hard road because they don't
Yeah.
make it like that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Which
Yeah.
I think he took the exact correct route.
He did.
So
Yeah, he's mixed Jewish
Grassy.
kid from Canada.
Listen, Here y'all go, man. We just talking about 21 being from Britain. Now y'all saying that, what y'all saying? They soft in Canada?
No, it's just Canada kind of soft in general. Like,
He said it.
no, I'm not. Okay, let me say this. Let me say this. How I want to say
I'm
it.
clipping that. I'm just letting you know. So
Canada,
I'm tagging you.
No. Canada has a, lack of a better way to say it, a filter over them that they not as, I mean, they got healthcare, right? We don't all get healthcare, so some of us is struggling to make it happen. But up there, they looking out for each other. It seems like it's an easier road up there. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna need you to get out of there. Just leave it. Run away. I'm trying to.
I'm just saying. I know that's not the case.
But even outside of the nationality, like. Let's just go back to Degrassi. Let's just keep it a buck.
You're right.
Like Drake played Jimmy. You know, anybody who watched Degrassi was a certain type of kid.
Did you watch
Actual
Degrassi?
Factual?
I didn't even know about that.
That was like premium cable TV show because it was a Canadian show. You know what I mean? And he started rapping while he was filming that show and came out with Replacement Girl featuring Trey Songz, and it would appear on a commercial break every time. And it was like, oh, this nigga Jimmy's rapping now. Oh,
I'm old. I didn't even know Buddy was rapping.
I'm from Tyler, Texas. We had no idea about no Degrassi. I didn't.
Go look it up on YouTube. Go look up Replacement Girl.
I know. I'm saying, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know until I was an adult that was a show and he was on it. And I'm like, what is this? I don't know.
I didn't know Drake was on it until Drake was popping, or not popping, but like until he was on Young Money.
Yeah, he got shot, ended up in a wheelchair. So it's like the cornball snowball effect. It just makes sense.
You barring up right there. Okay,
got him.
I mean, love Drake, but I'm honest.
We got him.
He knows himself.
Listen, do what you do, man. Make your money. Shit, be a mogul.
Yeah, self-awareness is one of the top things that a lot of people don't take advantage of skill wise. And Drake knows Drake. He be what the fuck he say? He was on some type. He was like combination. He know how to play into his, like, I wouldn't say corniness, but like his like uniqueness. He know how to like ride that wave. And one, he was like embarrassing. Like, that nigga is funny, but he know he not like that. Like, what you talking about, the long rap road to be one of them. And so he don't even try to do that shit.
He did how he came up. I'm gonna be a pop star, which is fine. He was coming up on the showbiz. Keep going.
Yeah. What was his first biggest joint?
I don't know, bro. It's not the Drake episode.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
Give a shit less right now. I have no clue.
Right.
I mean,
no, it was
was it on So Far Gone?
I think so. Yeah.
Hair tied something. That was a big one.
Yeah, that one.
Why am I blanking on it?
You the fucking best.
You the fucking best girl.
Yeah.
Which had the parties rocking. So
that was Young Money era.
I don't even know why. That wasn't. Ain't no hate over here. I know it was rocking in parties.
Yeah, that shit was going crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But it is crazy to see the relevant. You know, we still having this relevant. Every time somebody that's older that's been doing it that could still do it says something that is constructive. Any type of criticism, whether constructive or destructive, they call irrelevant immediately. I'm like, none of y'all people who y'all think are relevant are relevant. They're a piece of the machine. They gonna be gone in 2 years.
Oh yeah.
I say this every year. These lulz come and they go in 2 years.
A little time frame.
Now the crazy part is we also seeing this in the women's rap that came up, and we starting to not see some names already.
Who?
Glow.
Oh damn, that was like
all right. But we already starting to see it.
City Girls.
She might be gearing up.
It's happening in front of our faces.
City Girls. What's the little Ice Spice? This finna be a quick. She got one.
So?
She got one more shot. She finna be gone. As far as music, I'm just telling you the truth.
I agree.
This is what happens. But now we had such an influx of the women. We're gonna see on the women's side, and we're probably gonna feel it more on their side because it's fresh, it's new. We don't typically have as many female artists going at one time, but now we're gonna see the same thing that's happened with the dudes. It's gonna happen to them. They gonna get recycled. And so you just, in the same way, we talk about Kendrick and Cole, you're going to see Rhapsody and Little Sims keep going and keep rapping their ass off.
Right.
That's just what's going to happen.
I agree with you because once you start seeing endorsement deals go up for these rappers, that's how you know they on a decline just a little bit.
They try to get some
'cause-
relevancy.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. I think Meg Thee Stallion is a phenomenal rapper, but it's
She
like you
decides
can
to
only
rap.
rap about the same thing so many
Yeah.
times.
If she decides to rap,
Yo, her.
I need her to go
Yeah.
the same way 21 on the strength just connected with Cole. She
Facts.
better, if she needs a female, go connect with Rhapsody and
Yo.
y'all get to.
Her story too. She got it.
She got.
Right,
I'm
the
trying to tell.
whole
She got
story.
it. She
It's
got
there.
She got it.
the narrative is there.
We
Her
had the
growth.
convo about the song
Oh,
that don't
yeah.
match the video.
Cobra, did you see
Cobra.
it?
Did you watch the
I
video?
ain't watch it.
You watched the
Listen
video.
and then watch the
Is
video.
it crazy? Is it like
no,
buns?
it just don't.
It's buns.
Okay.
And the song ain't got nothing.
But the
nothing to
son,
do
the song ain't buns. If you listen to the song, you like,
Damn.
damn, keep talking about this.
So that's probably like that usually happens when you have someone who's not part of the culture or someone that's not connected with music that's trying to like
Or this-
project.
this
That's
about
when you're
money.
puppeteered.
Yeah.
This about money.
Yeah.
I know you talking about your ex, but bounce that ass. I know you talking about bounce that ass. Like,
Facts.
vulgar.
but
Facts.
I'm just saying,
Give them
like,
what they want to see. That's
So-
that's all.
we're gonna see. That's why I'm like, the relevancy thing is so weird to me. Like, y'all can't say he's not relevant and y'all responding to him. That means that man is still relevant. He's especially relevant in hip hop. So what is y'all definition of relevancy? He's relevant because y'all wouldn't respond if he wasn't.
Right.
That man's still relevant for some reason. And y'all don't even know who the fuck he is and you know to respond. That's crazy. That's how irrelevant he is. You don't even know who he is, what he did. You'd be like, I still got to say something about him. Yeah, he's relevant,
I think too, a lot of times the relevancy with like the kids and shit, because flash in the pan, like microwave culture, it lends a hand to the invested people that we've seen growing up, like the parents, the uncles. Like Mos Def is like a legend. Like all these new people that we see them real quick and they gone. Like we'll see Mos Def with like on Dave Chappelle. Like someone like, oh yeah, I seen him somewhere. He's so embedded in the culture that someone like him, the relevancy is like it's almost damn near ingrained in hip hop's the wood.
DNA.
Yeah. And so that conversation is I think that those are like just it hit, or what's the word where people they'll bring up a hot topic just to a clout, like it's just chasing clout for that. That clip was a clout clip, and that shit worked. And whoever fucking podcast or whoever shit that was, they like, oh my god, it's going.
Yeah.
It worked, but it's gonna work for him too. You don't think they gonna look up his catalog now
Right.
and start spinning?
Yep.
Good.
His stream's about to jump.
Yeah.
He ain't even trying. He was just trying to be diplomatic and get out of there. Like, oh,
facts.
so but it's crazy because this conversation has come up, and this kind of one of my last points I really want to bring. This conversation came up last year in a conversation with like 3 Stacks with Andre. And he was discussing why he won't like drop an album, my G, and he wants to drop a flute.
Yeah.
Right. But they were like, why won't you drop a rap? And he's like, I want to so bad. I'm just don't have nothing. He was like, I don't have nothing to talk about. I don't feel relevant, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have nothing to talk about. Like, what do you want to hear about me? My eyes going bad and shit. But I was just gonna be like, yes, actually.
That's actually, I'm about to say that's a good ass way.
Because you can spin that off
Exactly.
not being
That
able
should
to
make that
see.
shit sound good.
use your other senses.
But not just in the physical sense, the spiritual sense. But that's one of my tracks. You know, like
Yeah.
not being able to see, right? But I think he's cutting himself short to think that he doesn't have anything to say when he's went through so much of life, especially not rapping about it, that he has a whole lot of shit to say. I just don't think he thinks that the way that we're placing the music and how the algorithm work, that it won't hit. Like, you don't need to. You just need to say what you need to say.
He
And
need
you
to move back to the South.
He do. He needs
Where's
to
he
get
at
back.
right now? New York?
LA.
LA. He needs to get back. He needs to get back home.
I used to see him walking on Venice Beach, like just walking barefoot.
So is LA like a distance? Like when people go there, is it like, obviously it feels manufactured when you look at it?
Facts.
So is that what it
it's
kind of does?
completely manufactured, and it's a mental matrix, right? So
Mm.
it's like no matter how good you are, it's extremely, not literally, but figuratively in a way, it's extremely oversaturated
Mm.
with people who are trying to do things and popularity, right?
You
and
were
it's
just saying that.
a constant recycle of, you're hot, but if you're not reaching this peak of this person, even if it's a microwave success, then you're to shit, basically. So I don't know. It's just a lot of clouded judgment out there, and I just feel like somebody like Andre 3000 does not need to be in a place like that.
Yeah, he's an eclectic soul. That
Too eclectic.
Yeah.
Like, basically, pure and genuine spirits cannot subside in LA for too long.
Mm-hmm. Hence why you here.
And exactly.
had to come back to the source.
Come on,
For
back.
real.
But yeah, like so with Dre, I'm gonna help Dre out. Dre, hey, it's me. Streets A&R. It's us.
Come on.
Even though I'm doing it, I'm a A&R a whole project for your ass.
Hey, we got a producer right there.
We got a producer. Just a little quick EP. I'm gonna tell you what. Since you say you don't got nothing to rap about, let me give you some shit to rap about. Here we go. I had to write a few notes. Track number 1 should be called "The Rambling."
Oh, that's tight.
I just want you to talk and spit and go over a beat that has no bass. Real Griselda delight. Just go. And just whatever thoughts pop up and just go. And I don't give a shit if it's 10 minutes. Like, do some unorthodox. That's where you at anyways.
Some mural type shit.
Just, yes.
Yeah.
Lupe, this.
hard.
And just ramble, my guy. Just go. I'm talking about whatever's on the top of your, it's like free writing, like the exercise most artists do anyways. Put it on the track. See what happens. Number 2.
That should be tough.
You need a track that's about reminiscing. To reminisce. Go back to the days that you say you yearn for artistically when you were with Dungeon Family. Talk about what it felt like to be down there with them.
Come on, E.
Go back to the Dungeon Family.
Okay.
Go get you a beat from them, from Organized Noise, from your boys, and get it popping. And that sounds like then. Number 3, track 3. Blue Flame Brain. Andre 3000, according to the legend, spent a lot of time randomly at noon in the strip clubs because he ain't had shit to do. They said you would walk in and see him. I would say talk about what you learned from being in an environment and with those type of people, especially during a not unorthodox time. Like, what were you witnessing? What did they talk? Because I know you talking to them. You get what I'm saying? Like, literally having real conversations about these people, like over the lunch hour, what you're seeing, who you're running into. And you should have somebody like Killer Mike who raves about the knowledge and the game he got from the strip game, from being in a strip club at 15, 16 years old. That's who you have on the track with you to talk about what you got at Blue Flame. Number 4, best track on here, Badu's Pussy.
I'm about to say
now.
Yo,
hold on. It's not what you think.
No, it don't
It's not-
matter. It don't matter what we think.
I
That's
know,
beautiful.
but it's not what you think. Even though that's the name of her incense, right?
Right.
Badu's Pussy. The first thing it should have a snippet from when Charlamagne was actually interviewing Common, and he said, "Hey, but how was it though?" And Common's like, he started laughing, "That shit's straight, dog." That's literally what this nigga said. But he should talk about his actual maturation and transformation and what it meant to date a woman like that, and how he we talked about the transition from the Atlanta nigga to this nigga wearing all these crazy, but talk about what actually she helped you possessing yourself and how you transform as a human.
Right. Or did you get possessed? Let us know.
Let us know that too. But let us know that transformation. That's Badu's Pussy. Number 5, Southside Got Something to Say. So of course, clip out your thing from, was it Double X? What was Source Awards?
Yeah.
When he said in the South got something to say and find get the most Southern Atlanta beat you can find and get some of the top dogs. Y'all get to rapping and talking that and just let everybody talk that talk. Number 6, I think he should talk about being grounded. We talk about my man walking on the beach, talk about that spirituality and where, what you've learned in this journey, man. And then I didn't get my track 7, my track 7 listed. Y'all came up with a track 7 for Andre.
No, well, let me.
Quick little EP, 7 for Heaven. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if he does it now, but he will always pop up at random open mics in Hollywood every week.
So
comedy
track
or
just open mic.
So track 7 should be about the gift of having something to say and finding that voice again. Going to the open mics and watching these young artists get to it. That should be track 7. That's a great outro. a quick 7 EP. Andre, holla at me when you ready to arrange this shit.
That's
Let's
tight.
get to it. But that's what I literally was thinking. I'm like, yo, this. So Andre, if you don't think you got something to say, you got a lot to say, and we would love to hear it. And I think just put it out. And
it's got to have one of the flute tracks with some drums on it or something.
But that last track, I want him to play over it. I want him to rap over his own flute. That's what I was thinking.
With some drums or something, that should be tough. Like flute
I
with just
think
the
you
drums.
fluted for a while, and then the second half of the beat, you sample your own track and end it with
tight.
going crazy. Like, but just finding the love, seeing the artists who really got that hunger and what that means to you, and it kind of like leads you into whatever you're gonna do next. But I think a 7-song EP, 7 is God number. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
Dang, I just got goosebumps of us like, oh, that'd be fire. We thinking about what the fuck he gonna do, and it's still dope to us, and we ain't even heard it. Like, to me, I just got goosebumps.
It's the idea of what he could
fire.
do. Yeah, that's fire.
That was me. I truly was like, I don't like when our people put themselves in a position where they think they can't do something. Yes, you got it. And I'm like, I know you might not feel the inspiration, but you've been collecting for a decade now, a decade and a half almost, just collecting it. You got verses out there. You got it. But I'm like, just talk about what you've been through. We can help to, orchestrate the sound around it. There's people, you got everything you need, bro. I know. Hell, I don't think nobody even charged. They were like, look, give me on the back end.
No.
I want the back. Just let's go. Give me the experience. Let's just sit here and we can do a retreat for about 2 weeks and just sit down with each other, learn each other.
Let's send them an email.
Let's go. I'm clipping this and we get into it. But for real, I really want to see it.
What if he don't want to though?
Then that's cool. I'm not mad. He said he wants to. So if he said I really don't want to, great. But
if he came out with a flute album, he wants
Yeah,
to
you're right. Yeah.
I think
that's expression.
I think pause on his end. Him blowing through a flute was like him being on shrooms or some type of psychedelic to where he was thinking what he wanted to verbally express, but he's just not ready to do it verbally. And it came out through frequency.
Yeah, he's just trying new mediums.
Right.
Probably a little of that ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca.
Somebody tried to get me to do that one time, and I was like, I got so scared, and I ran.
Go do it, Deontay Wilder, since his ass don't want to box like that no more. He on a ayahuasca.
He was on it?
Yeah, he said it after the fight. He be tripping like.
Oh my
He had too much peace to be fighting. He had too much peace to be fighting. Fam, you had peace. He had peace. I'm like, you need to stop boxing, bro. He said it in the post. Yeah, man, I've been on ayahuasca. I've been feeling, life is great. All right, stop boxing then. You need to go chill out and do your thing, big dog. Go hoop in the All-Star game and dunk on everybody.
That's funny.
Yeah, man. But that's our OGs are needed. I want us to I really want our youngins, and young could be any age, but stop thinking that they're not needed, that they don't have nothing to give. Every struggle y'all been through, they done been through it, and they can tell this is a recycling of what they've been through. The game it don't change, it just shifts in how it's delivered. Like it's the same thing. So instead of getting pissed and shunning, like go talk to them. Like I'm big on that in life. Like we don't talk to enough older folk. We just don't. Like literally go sit on the porch and talk to them.
Oh.
Like that's the most insightful, fun shit. Cause they be ready to talk. Ain't nobody talk to them. They gonna tell you some mad, wild shit, boy. They gonna tell you.
They go to the vault.
Boy, do you know what happened? Like who that you talk? They gonna tell you some stuff. It's like, ooh, grandma was wild. Like but when I talk to you, grandma, you actually had everybody want to talk about grandpa, but grandma was a PIMP in this hoe. Y'all better stop playing with grandma.
Hey, I'll take grandparent stories over clubbing any day.
Man, wow. But just we need to play, give a little more reverence to our people who created this thing,
right?
Who are the reason why we even have these platforms. The reason why we even up here able to speak on some of this, like to even just speak and have the opportunity to be in mainstream radio, whether we are popped or not yet is irrelevant. We literally could pop and have the opportunity to be mainstream audio broadcasting from right here.
At any point.
from my OGs doing this. Even
That
some of
shit
the
was crazy.
non-black OGs like Howard Stern who was doing this type of shit.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
My
Like
little brother was addicted to that shit.
he was. He had them hoes on there.
He was like 6. Sorry, bro, to put you out there, but oh
Hey.
my God.
He had them hoes on there.
Wake up in the
man.
middle of the night like, what are you doing?
Don't
watching?
don't say what are you doing?
What are you
watching? Thank
watching?
you. Lord have
Came on
mercy.
right after that was Girls Gone Wild. We know Channel 41.
Yeah.
We know what was going on there. That was fun.
Girls Gone Wild.
HBO, whatever the others.
Skinamax,
Nah,
man.
his was on.
There was
No,
a
he was like
Cinemax?
Cinemax. At night we call Skinamax.
Mm.
Shit, we didn't have that. This shit was blurry. Like we could kind of see a boob. You know what I mean? Like, it was like
BET
a little
Uncut.
static. Yeah, BET Uncut was.
They had
crazy.
one
Yeah,
video
that was
that was
wild.
never edited, and you could see titties and all on there.
Uncut?
Yes, it
Which
was
one was that?
It was
Let me
oh
see
my
that,
God, like, baby. It was like baby mama drama. I think it was the name of it. I think
those
it's on,
videos
I think
are
it's
so
on
wild.
YouTube right now and it's still unedited.
What?
I'm gonna have to find it, but it's crazy.
That's
I looked it up
funny.
randomly one day. I remembered the actual name. Like, yo, they never edited this video. I'm like,
That
it's
makes
crazy.
sense though.
But yeah, man.
That's funny.
But we, keep proving relevancy, keep doing it, work with the youngsters, work with the elders, and make great shit, man. At the end of the
Sure.
day, man. Shout out again to 21 Savage. Shout out to Cudi. Like it's
Yeah.
again, I want y'all to listen to it, but it slaps on there. It just you gonna hear what I'm talking about.
Right.
I'm not hating Ed. I'm not hating. I'm just telling you, sound like that spark here ain't there. It's something there.
Well, it
Hating
sound,
is a bad word.
It's very much so. I'm like,
Yeah, you right.
sound like an upside down season to me. I mean,
Mm.
we talking about 21 and we talking about Kid Cudi.
This
giving
is
praises
crazy.
to 21 and we questioning
Whoa.
Kid Cudi. This
It's
is
crazy.
interesting. I can't
Well,
wait to listen.
Who's been in again Mamba year? Who's been in the lab working? Who's been putting up the shots? Who's been about what they say they about? And we're gonna see this year who's been about what they say they about. We're putting up shots.
There is a process mentality to everything, but music too. Like, cause it's a creativity well. Sometimes like you hit these like these ceilings or these walls, and so.
Yeah. And real quick before we get out of here, any artists or two artists that y'all want to hear from, ready to hear from this year?
Dang, you should have asked this earlier.
No, we getting out of here on this.
Wait,
Just think.
Well, you should have told me earlier. Now,
My
I'm
bad.
Like, now I'm like
My
thinking,
bad.
hold on. Let's hold on. We gonna think.
like in they bag or like relevancy bag.
I'm not. I'm a who you want to hear from
Who I want to hear.
this year.
Damn, this is a good
I
one.
don't even know if I got an answer. I just want to ask the question real quick.
I'm a real hip hop like lyrical miracle.
Mm.
I would love to hear Slaughterhouse together.
Stop it. See, you just naming shit that's not. You know that's not.
I'm
You
just-
literally
you
know
said-
that shit not happening.
But you
I'm
asked
talking
me.
about like that can.
That could possibly
Come
happen.
on, man.
Okay,
not
okay.
not your dream list. I'm talking about this year. That can. Come on.
Nas is consistent, so I can't even put him. He been putting shit out like
yeah.
like clockwork.
y'all gonna laugh.
Nah, go ahead.
8-Ball and MJG.
I ain't gonna lie, that'd be hard.
It was especially now.
now,
Yeah.
Like for real.
especially with Memphis Sound taking off. I'm surprised they ain't hopped on.
The young boys
Young's
joints.
just like
The
why
young kids.
Deuce ain't never call it. Like,
Oh my
what's
God,
up,
I
man?
love him.
Why y'all ain't go get them? Like, shout out to Bun B for still putting shit out.
Oh,
'cause-
see,
yeah.
Glorilla was gonna do it. What did she do a collaboration with Gangsta Boo?
Oh yeah, well, Gangsta
Yeah.
Boo,
Died.
yeah, she died. She was on a couple. Gangsta Boo was on Kyrie Foe's album, Real Bitches Don't Die, and Gangsta Boo was on that album. So Gangsta Boo was back working before. Rest in peace, Gangsta Boo. I'm trying to think, who do I really, especially if it's anybody that I haven't heard from in a minute. I won't even say a minute, just because like my favorites, they came out with shit.
Yeah, yeah. That's,
Yeah.
And like
That's
Mick
on-
Jenkins came out with shit.
I would probably say Tierra Whack on the female side.
I think she needs a real album.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on Tierra.
She's so cold.
She's real.
so cold.
Like
dude.
I want to
Oh
put her in my
my
top
God.
3, especially for female rappers out. But she just ain't put out a whole project yet. Can you please
No.
put the project?
you know,
Tierra Whack is cold.
I got someone and they actually put out probably the most work besides I think Trip. Trip put out like what 12 in a year
I
last
think
year.
he did one every month.
Yeah, every month. But La Russell, bro, he is so cold to me. But like his shit, like he obviously is not trying to be a part of that machine where they get you in as a cog in your gear and they can get you out whenever. But like his shit, like it's so good. Like now where he's not trying to like be catchy, but he's just naturally like nice with it.
He got it.
That shit is like I can't wait till his shit blow. Cause like I be playing this shit. My daughters love it, and like it's just that him to me, like he came here. I was like, because my first time seeing his on Breakfast Club when he was the dance nigga. That shit was so fire to me. Like I listen to it now. I'm just like I get goosebumps. I like the Breakfast Club version better than the actual song because it's him. It was a moment where he had to show up. Like they come up here and make it happen. He made it happen, and that shit like I still get goosebumps off of that shit. But like Lil Russell to me. Will be that artist.
Yeah, I think this year for some reason the word collab is in my head. I want to see the like fire collab albums and some that people wouldn't even think they would be looking for, but like things that might seem that align but also juxtapose each other. Like I want to see a West Side Boogie and Vince Staples.
Oh my God,
collab album or show.
Woo!
Like I would love to see them two together going.
Woo!
Of course, everybody's still waiting on Kendrick and Cole, and this will be a great year for that after what they done put out.
Didn't they allude to that or something?
I don't know. I don't keep up with none of that
Always
shit.
allude.
Yeah, they're like, shut up.
Shit be pissing me off.
But I think I wanted to see. I actually wanted to see, and I brought it. I want to see a Rhapsody and Megan Thee Stallion project.
That's not gonna happen.
Sadly not if she's still not addressing what really going on. Like, get to it.
Too many lies.
Right. So like, but that like shit like that, like I would love to see that. And I think, and then again, shout out to Drake and 21. They kind of put that bug out there, like you can do it. And like, and I think with the freedom of music now, I think it can happen. But I want to see like some true hardcore collabs. Like, shit, we might need another. I don't know.
Damn, now you got me thinking too though about like collabs and then like who I want to see, because there's so many.
Yeah,
and like there's so many. Like us thinking about the Andre 3000 like potential, just A&R and his shit. Like other people, like damn, what could come of it?
Bro, I know everybody don't know St. John, but a Cudi St. John album will go fucking nuts, nigga.
Yeah,
that shit will go nuts, and I think St. John will push that nigga's pen a little bit. Like I think because he got it, like you know what I'm saying, like it go crazy.
I got one more for y'all, just for nostalgia's sake, because I'm a '90s music head. Teddy Riley and Donnell Jones collaboration.
Teddy
does all the production.
He going
and arrangement.
That
would be so fire because Donnell Jones was amazing, and I still don't think he gets as much credit as he deserves.
Yeah,
no, I'm with you.
I got one. This ain't going deep into my bag. This is actually kind of like pop bag, but he's not really pop. But Chance, he got shit on for talking about his wife and shit. I like Chance. I like where he was trying to go, but I want to hear like he would be someone that I would want to hear this year.
Yeah, he dropped a single. He sound like Chance again.
Yeah,
he sound like
I'm a dad. I'm a new dad. Like, I mean, I'm not new dad, but 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. And so, like, I like those type. Like when Jay-Z did that shit, that shit is good for me to hear, like the growth. And that's why
I think Chance is a good one. I think Chance needs to. I'm gonna say needs to drop this year, but Chance would be good. Yeah. And it sounded like he was back. He even got in his old acid rap pocket when he was rapping that song. Like, no, this is his rap cadence. I'm like, no, this is that. And now we just get a clear-headed version of that. So this could be really great or really, you know what I'm saying? But I think Chance is a good one.
Yeah.
Chance is
I want to hear Kanye too. Like I know people
be on that.
Okay, y'all like Kanye? Okay.
I love Kanye.
I love Kanye. Niggas be like, this nigga trying to, like, you worried about the wrong shit. Like, listen to what he's saying. Like, listen to the music. His biggest what he's saying is in his music. So that's his best way to express. So
he's just in the Matrix.
Yes.
Like I said about Andre.
Yeah, it's all good.
Confusion.
Man.
Little glitchy.
Just wanted to know real quick, man. Shout out to everybody that's relevant. Let's make sure we get relevant out here. Streets A&R. Andre, my brother, I promise you, hit us up.
Yeah, wait,
I need the ground anyways. I got hella stones, bro. I got copper necklaces. What's up? What's really good? Like,
And
I really
gonna be
on
in
that
LA in
Yeah.
February 6th.
February
so.
6th. So we really be on that night. So we gonna contact you. We gonna contact you. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Dope ass episode, man.
Appreciate y'all inviting me, man. Last
Yes, sir,
minute.
man.
Of course.
I didn't even listen to the shit, but when you played it, I'm like, damn, I need to start listening to new music again.
Yeah, man. But it's all good, man. I'm gonna play a little bit of something for y'all before we get out of here, though. But make sure y'all stick with us, man. Make sure y'all follow us, Streets A&R. That's Streets A&R on all social media platforms. Make sure you follow us everywhere. Make sure you like, subscribe, listen, comment, share, follow, watch. Everywhere. We're on everything but Apple, man. So make sure y'all do that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on that YouTube and make sure you hit them follow buttons on them DSPs, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate you, Ed, for joining us today,
sure.
man. Helping with the convo, man. Give us some insights. So yeah, make sure y'all keep connecting with us and we gonna keep it pushing. A lot of shit coming up. Y'all gonna catch us out. Don't worry about when the scene changed and we in shorts and some nice shirts in a couple weeks. You know what I'm
I
saying?
need to hurry up.
We're gonna be out of here, man. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all, man. It's your host, getEJIKEwithit.
And it's your girl COB.
And we out of here, man.
Peace.
Peace.
Streets A&R Podcast.
You're supposed to echo that shit like Johnny. Podcast. The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast.